Going up against Leffen or Big Left, Slash has gotten warmed up extremely well against Tiger Pop, while Leffen had played Mystic Smash's Axel in winner semis, giving him quite a bit of matchup advantage there. So Slash came into the set with a bit warm, Leffen a bit cold, and I'll still do analysis here, but I feel like that definitely carried over in all three of the games. And again, this time Slash is cautious though. He doesn't want to lose round start again, so just walks up dash block. And this allows Leffen to start the offense. However, I'm not sure what Leffen was going for. Maybe a throw this time, since he threw Slash at least like 4 or 5 times in combo breaker. This time Slash recognizes the situation, is not afraid to 2p out, even though it would be very bad if Leffen went for a delayed 5H or whatever, I think, or gunshot. And here's the wild command grab. Like it feels like it's never going to happen, since you feel like the recovery time after the 3K is too fast now, but you can still catch people off guard by going for a grab. As you can see, this setup, it's safe jump setup. You go full jump with JP and then air dash into a JH, which allows a safe jump to happen, although it's sacrificing a decent bit of damage since you're not comboing off the overhead kiss. Here Leffen is not afraid of a second grab attempt. And I think from this distance you can run up overhead kiss, but Slash didn't want to risk it. And this time, Leffen was a lot worse at blocking the Oki from the J2H, I think, yeah. But then the counter hit allows close slash follow up. RCs in order to base the burst, does not kill. And just the run up delayed 5k to catch anything coming out of Leffen. Like instant 5k likely would have blocked, but sometimes all you need to find the hit is just delay or attack a little, cause people will want to mash. Slash carries the momentum pretty much going into round 2 of game 1 and even into game 2. Again, being a lot more patient with the round start, not doing Dolphin too early and waiting for Leffen to go for a 2S. This time, he goes for the jump, which seems pretty risky, but Leffen is impatient after blocking 2 Dolphins, and thus almost gets this punish, but Leffen does his backdash just in time.
As long as the curse is not active, gets away from that crosshair.
And this time the grab whiffs, as you can see. He needs to represent it, and he thought Leffen want to get grabbed again this time.
Yeah, I think the curse, like you mentioned, is paramount to this matchup. Dolphin, so quick and nimble, I think it's going to be quite hard for him to catch a bullet. And look, you even see the
slash. Sometimes far slash is underrated as an anti-air, since the very last part of it angles up to catch any attempts to mash on the landing lag. Like, I think although if Leffen just held back and blocked, he would have blocked it. Forces out the burst from Leffen. This time just goes for the 3k. Like, he didn't represent it at all that much against Tiger Pop. But then it gets punishes something out of Leffen.
I want to be the guy, just avoiding all of the obstacles.
Gets the corner again. This time goes for the grab again. And I think it is not enough to close out the set cause of the early wall break. This time he goes for the immediate forward slash, which beats some of Happy Chaos's options, even if it's a bit slow. I think Happy Chaos 2S beats it though, since it low profiles. But just going for the overhead kiss was pretty ballsy, because he had just whiffed a grab earlier in the set. Sometimes, like, if you're a good player, you think, oh no, he's not going to fail the same thing twice again. But looking back, let's see, this here, it's a big combo. Yeah, he just gets the throw. Happy Chaos doesn't have a DP or even a meter reversal option, so he didn't have to respect anything. But still funny how that landed. Going into game 2. Slash again follows the trend of being more patient round start on average. Still sort of surprised that this run up 2k just caught. Sometimes you have to represent that option. He doesn't go for an Oki, but instead goes for 2k 2D Dolphin into 2k for the grounded hit again. So that allows Leffen to do a fast get up. And surprisingly, he just gets command grabbed again. Leffen was getting grabbed a lot in this set, like only backdash to grab once. 2S is a pretty good round start. And that was pretty good of Leffen in order to burst there after slash RC'd up, since a lot of times if you burst too early, it'll just completely whiff, then they'll get a free close slash punish. Here's Leffen, gets the corner, gets the dust. Yeah, as you can see, the air-to-air conversion was insane. I think, as you can see, Leffen likes to jump out of pressure a bit more than Tiger Pop, so just being ready for with the jump P was pretty insane. Try to replay that clip again. Yeah, because a lot of times you do want to jump over Dolphin like that, because if Leffen continued backdashing, he might have gotten pushed in the corner anyways. Let's see this. I think the RC did hit Leffen enough that he couldn't just backdash safely, I feel. Then the double jump put him really high in the air. A lot of people would have failed to anti-air, or like they would have gone for a slow JD in order to catch Happy Chaos here, but Slash just runs back, waits for the landing. I think he catches something coming out. Hits JP, JK into the dust. Like, I feel, so from this distance you think the anchor's not gonna hit, but it does. The IED forward into JH into 5k. And then I feel like he could have killed here if he just did could he have done 6H after this Dolphin? Yeah, like I think Leffen was too low to do that. And this is surprising, like he didn't block 2k 2D even though Slash didn't go for tick pressure all that time. Maybe he delayed it just enough. Even though like the window is pretty tight in order to do a 2D follow-up after your 2k is blocked. But luckily it worked out, just the Dolphin is enough to close out the round. Going into game 2 of round 2. I mean, round 2 of game 2. Like, here Leffen's dash started well. He's not doing anything prematurely, so Slash can't punish him. But he's just barely too slow with the gunshot, and then the Dolphin hits them. Again, that's way too far for the overhead. He just goes for the grab and gets the corner. And again, with the awesome JP, I think, I'm not sure, like, yeah, I think it usually is better not to air dash forward from that distance, because although I think if Slash just went for a close slash to anti-air, that would have been blocked. But that's a very fast reaction to do the JP. JK, and then the same conversion, this time gets the wall break because of the previous wall bounces for the previous damage. This time Leffen air to airs with zone, able to start his offense, but again Slash is warmed up after playing Tiger Pop, blocks off the mix, Leffen doesn't go for the grab. And the double RC is crazy just to keep Leffen close enough for the close slash to connect. Again, he's blocking everything. It's pretty insane. I think it might have been an execution error since he did have 2 bullets left, like to continue pressure. And then right here, Slash could have RC'd in order to try to close out the game, but he didn't. Maybe whiff, and then like the double overhead catches him, because that could either be a double overhead or a single overhead from an RC up after the Dolphin. And then just goes for the grab finally this time.
How much he needs to
Going into game 3.
He could have done so much of 100 tension. You see people do like overdrive.
Leffen, unlike Tiger, I think he opts not to go back for characters left when to stay hot.
Yep.
Again, Slash switches up between the patient round starts and the aggressive round starts, goes to the 5H, which unfortunately whiffs. And again, I think Leffen's getting caught on the curse way too much, though. Like, Yeah, you want to try to use more normals against
Well,
May,
he's
so this
closing the
doesn't
distance.
happen.
Goes perfectly under the curse as well.
And then he
Slash
also
putting the
didn't try
pressure
to
on.
burst the counter hit Dolphin once. And I was surprised that the command grab landed again, even though like he
Leffen
already
has
repped
burst,
it at
so
the
I
end
have
of
to
the
think about
previous
when to
round,
use it,
or like a
because
normal grab.
it's looking long for man. Whew.
Extremely. Bar rest this time though, does get navigated around by Leffen.
Good block. Forgot that there is a
Looks
turn
much
after
worse this time, trying to
Yeah,
block
we were
the
saying
mix.
earlier,
Maybe
like,
you got
oh
a bit
no.
too excited.
We take those. We take
Right
those.
here,
Beating resets.
definitely could have blocked that super.
We don't say no. Slash on full bar.
Leffen, very good choice to do the gold burst to negate any mix options from Slash. Goes for the instant BRC overhead
Going
again.
through.
This time he doesn't fall, then Slash just blocks overhead.
Okay.
Surely you can't gold burst out of reaction.
Listen.
Again, the instant BRC overhead gets blocked. Slash is so on point, being able to immediately read the run-up throw from after.
You're not wrong.
It's slapped. All of it.
Wow.
This time, the 2S catches, I believe, a 3K attempt from Slash, and Leffen gets on the board. Slash reacts pretty quickly and doesn't allow the game to slip away from him. This time again with the patience. I think that wasn't a counter hit on the 2S, but Leffen stuck out another button, which didn't even get to come out before Slash's Dolphin counter hit him. Triple close slash cause he thinks the Leffen's gonna panic backdash or something. I think having Chaos Smash is fast enough so that there was a gap in between both of those that he could mash out, but it just felt too risky. Although Slash wasn't repping things like delayed 2H too much. And again, this time Leffen thinks that he's going to go for the grab again, just goes for 2 more close slashes. Sometimes it is just so simple. And that is a perfect to close out round 2. After retaking the momentum in round 2, Slash again opts for a more patient round start. Catches the backdash for the 5K. Very nice bait burst. See over there, the vertical Dolphin would have already connected, but just by reading Leffen's burst meter and knowing that that was where he could have burst, he elected to go for a burst safe combo. I think he could have either waited for Leffen to fall and do a 5P or a close slash if he elected not to burst. And catching the curse with the 5K is also pretty good, because he did a pretty committal dash up, and then Leffen could have easily punished that by going into his mix, but instead went to a curse. So he had to do a pretty hard read there, because if Leffen stuck out a button, he might have been 5K. Let's see, follow-up is 3K into fast cancel 2K, and he's able to catch Leffen's backdash with the close slash because of his successful attempts to grab earlier. Going into grand finals, Leffen had warmed up quite a bit by doing a very intense Happy Chaos mid here against Tiger Pop. Again, another patient opening from Slash. Leffen still with the habit of jumping out in order to avoid being pushed to the corner. This time, it actually works out in his favor and he starts the mix. However, Slash just mashes out for the trade. This time, he's close enough for the overhead kiss to land. And he's not rusty with the micro dash at all. Since it's pretty precise to do Happy Chaos, you have to make the micro dash really small in order to get the 5K follow-up. Here we have Dolphin PRC into 5P. Like, cause if he just did Dolphin, he would have gotten shot, but the PRC slowed down the firing rate of Leffen just enough that he was able to catch him. Double close slash with the FD from Leffen in order to prevent run-up throw attempt, and no mash. Pretty good defense. And even gets the Goomba stop and reverses the situation. Wake up throw. I think that was a failed meaty or something. But yeah, I think if at least Leffen did a 2K 2D, that would have been a guaranteed meaty, although he only had 1 bullet, so maybe he wanted to do another route. Or if he did a BRC, I don't know. Again, patience again, doing the close slash at first to keep him locked in place. I think Leffen thought that the FD would keep Slash far away enough, but again, Slash is just so precise with the timing, going to the overhead kiss. And the whale is enough to kill.
Alright. Slash takes
Round 2 of game 1, Slash continues being dominant as ever, starting out with 2 aggressive dolphins, delayed for the 3rd dolphin.
as long as he's attached.
And then I think he was just a bit too slow on the 6-stage follow-up, otherwise it would have connected. I think that was definitely an attempt at close slash, and then Slash was just a bit too far away. And then as you can see, if you do the far slash, there's enough with recovery for it to be punished. Good air-to-air by Leffen.
To make sure the burst didn't keep him back in the corner.
Again, like the rolls aren't getting to Slash enough. I think, yeah, Slash was on the ground long enough that he could have done a safer option. But just wake up 5p to catch the roll. Or I think Leffen might have been trying to go for a cross-up in order to throw things up, but wasn't close enough yet. This time, Slash doesn't get the meaty close slash, and then Leffen just wakes up throws. I think that's still a very big risk. May's jab is fast enough so that the 5p traded with whatever was coming after. But like, if there was a bullet after, I think that Habikea should win most of the time, but that's a big risk. I think he went for the burst safe route, and Leffen was good not to burst. Then just slides to get rid of the clone and RCs. I think you definitely need to block all of that as HC, then if he blocked it, the RC wouldn't have hit. Because he did the clone, and then I think Leffen definitely went into something before they see it says a counter hit. So Leffen just wasn't aware that Slash had built up enough meter, because he barely had enough meter to RC the mini scum dipper. Very early burst just gets blocked. Going into game 2, Leffen finally starts to wake up and make some adjustments. And this is where he got the closest to pretty much resetting it all. As you can see here, he's no longer respecting Slash's empty round start. Just goes for walk up 2S. Catches Slash off guard. Pushes him to the corner, fails the Cthulhu juggling. Starts to go for throw. Double throw. But then just goes for low, goes for the super. This time Slash switches to an aggressive round start. Although I think he could have blocked the forward slash. I don't think it's fast enough so that it caught the jump block, but Leffen probably wasn't holding black back. Gets the corner ready. Meaty 5k for the counter hit. I think Leffen thought that he was going for a grab again, or he could have back thrown a failed meaty close slash from Slash. Like, I feel like that's a very big risk, but Leffen wasn't ready to 6p just yet. This time gets the 6p.
Leffen in the corner right now. Good defense from Leffen, sending Slash away.
First up, IB.
And this time the roll I think is completely safe by doing the bullet right after. Rolls, bullets, and then since he's in the middle of the roll, it's ambiguous on which side that he needs to block on. And very good burst from Slash. This time it's Leffen with the JPs in order to catch the ID in from Slash. So yeah, jumping in is a pretty risky way to approach. And then I think with the damage that Happy Chaos does, it is almost enough to kill May Guts.
I'll take it back.
Just immediately
Not dead
zoning.
yet,
Leffen takes it back.
but all it took was one more bullet. And Leffen already like
In game
does not
3,
work on Slash.
Slash starts to realize that he can't stall on Leffen as much, and probably has to go for a safer approach.
Navigation is clean, and he catches a back.
This time again going for the patient round start, going for the 2k2d as a safe poke that connects. Again goes for the burst safe route, double 5k after the close slash. And then this time Leffen finally bursts the run and throw off the Dolphin counter hit.
Alright, gets the bounce into conversion.
He finally starts throwing.
Oh my god, the delayed bullet there.
And again, he gets hit by the slide and RC. Like Slash was very lucky that connected, because that very easily could have completely whiffed if Leffen backdashed or something. And then yeah, I missed this combo as well. Sometimes you do the FD cancel in midair, and then like you fall in front rather than behind, so you don't get the corner carry.
Yo, let me see Slash speedrun Mirror's Edge or something, bro. He's gonna be the best. Right. Kind of equal almost on the health. One touch probably from both players will take this round.
And again, Leffen represents the BRC overhead way too much. He goes for the overhead every time as opposed to going for the low. And like, cause you could BRC, empty, fall, then do the low for Happy Chaos. Or even grab, I think. But I think Dust is enough to open up Slash, and then Leffen takes the round.
Alright.
Slash has to adjust pretty quickly for fear of the bracket reset. Instead, just goes for the delayed 5H. And that's something that he didn't show Leffen quite yet, but it's a pretty good option. Leffen is good to run out of Slash's offense. He's not getting strike thrown as much, and is able to make main block way more than Happy Chaos. Slash bursts to keep it safe again, finding so much success with the 5k counter hit.
I swear it felt like Leffen.
Then into the third and final round.
None of them.
Again, failed curse ball gets hit by a Dolphin.
Like this guy.
I think Tiger Pop is definitely better at keeping May out. Again goes for the command grab on wake up. It's just so
the
risky.
bullets is insane. He's the one, literally.
Slide RC into 5k. I think that would have hit, cause that, unless it catch backdash, because I don't see a counter hit on Slash. So the burst was maybe unnecessary, but it still helps since he was getting pushed out of the corner. And this time, see, there is the risk of jumping a lot. Leffen gets the landing lag to us. Slash backdashes on ground just in time to keep the neutral going.
Running up on? I am Slash.
Literally just a backdash.
Insane reactions.
I'm not sure what Leffen was thinking, like, because I didn't see a move come out of him, like in say counter. Maybe he thought that Slash was just gonna wake up overdrive, and then he had to block to respect that. Should we play this sequence? Oh, I think he was going for a roll. I see the roll animation right here. Because roll in the corner can be ambiguous to see. And then I don't think it's definitely not a meaty, cause like if it's a cross up, he would not have rolled in time for it to be a meaty. So that was a huge risk on Leffen's part, and Slash just wakes up throw. Although I think if he waked up mashed, it would have whiffed, cause Leffen was too low and was passing right through him. So good on Slash for waking up, for recognizing the situation and doing like wake up back throw. That's exceptionally rare to see.
Running up on? I am Slash.
Going to the fourth and final game, Leffen does not choose to return to character select. So, very different mentality you see amongst the Happy Chaos players.
One game away
from being crowned the champion. And he's looking like he can do it. Leffen has really been adapting, has really been changing, cycling.
This time he takes the lead, winning round start, forcing the early burst, and fortunately Slash pushes him not into the corner but away. Leffen even gets the overhead bullet to catch Slash's Dolphin. And I think the super even wall breaks. Nope, we're barely far out. Yeah, it does wall break.
No, he's not. Catches.
And even baits the YRC.
The YRC, and this is it.
So that was the first YRC that Slash did all game. Like, in the all night against Leffen. And he even didn't YRC much against Tiger Pop as well. But Leffen was very good to recognize the situation. Cause like, Slash could have easily back thrown that again. So Leffen was almost awakening here, then Slash had to readjust in just a matter of seconds.
Slash needs to hold firm in his defense.
Again, the empty round start into 2K2D for whiff punish. It's just so good for Slash. And again, Leffen says, I'm not falling for the double close Slash. That's a normal block instead of FD block, allowing him to just dash up and throw Slash if he tries to go for a second close Slash. Many other players would have folded here pretty much, especially with that much miss. Slash is just so good at recognizing Tusk. Does get thrown here, does get thrown again. But luckily, Leffen, the FD just pushes him far enough so that the tap Tusk whiffs, Slash can go back onto offense. And then the tech is pretty insane too, because they were doing JP to anti-air each other earlier so often during the set.
The roll was raw, and so was the burst. It wasn't gold though.
You see, this time throwing it made Slash have to go for the 2D as a safe option after the close Slash. Leffen just blocks it. Like, I'm surprised that beat Happy Chaos' 6H. I guess it was just way too slow of a button. I feel like if he 2K2D, that definitely would have been 2S, but Leffen was probably trying to catch backdash or something. And then to RC so fast that the burst is blocked.
Oh, big 2S counter, he's gonna make the burst here. That was obvious as heck. And Slash is gonna be able to take a round, and he's 1-4 away from taking Russell's challenge.
One more round needed.
Going on to the final round.
One more round needed for Slash, but Leffen.
Slash goes for an aggressive round start this time after punishing this round start 6P from Leffen. The meaty 5K is so good because, I don't know, I feel like many other players, including me, want to get closer, but meaty 5K is definitely a thing.
It's gonna be a ton of damage as well. That is the worst that could happen to Leffen. Look at the bar, absolutely melting Slash.
Like, this was pretty much an insane confirm because I don't think Leffen was low enough that he couldn't have blocked the fully charged 6H. Like, it doesn't say that there was a counter or anything, but I think he thought he was too high. But then maybe he was buffering a double jump or like even in the air dash, and then like he just didn't expect the anchor to reach here. Then this is the optimal combo. Did not quite get the meter to close out with super though. See, that's a very good walk back from Leffen to avoid the 3K.
Omelette do the march on deck, but he's got a side swap. Leffen's not out of it yet. Any amount of health means he can make this comeback. He goes for Deus Ex Machina, and he.
I think that was definitely the right decision to wall break with the super because Slash was building enough meter that he could super PRC it, and then Leffen didn't have burst this time to counterplay it.
Oh my god!
And then I think Slash messed up a super here, because that would have been the safest option here. Like, he almost choked this game. And then I think that Leffen could he have followed the bullet? I don't know. A very good walk back to just avoid the entire mix-up. Just wild with the Dolphin. Like, that easily could have been a failure with the 6P or something, or 2S. This time Slash backdashes, but Leffen is again still too passive here. Just allows the Dolphins to keep coming.
Dolphins being thrown.
And tries to shoot Mei in midair. This time the air dash is too fast. I think that's like the first IADJH that actually connected. So it definitely was unsuccessful all the other times, and that's why it actually
Slash tries
worked.
to get away, but he does. No more.
Review the
available for
final
Slash. Not the
sequence
first.
right again.
Left blocking. Trying to save.
Yeah, Leffen definitely,
His life right now.
he wasn't
Very
trying to
on the
counterattack at all other than this jump out.
moment. Full defend more.
Because he was just way too low on life to try to risk anything.
Dolphins.
Although I don't think a trade necessarily would have killed Happy Chaos. Yeah, that's pretty much insane. Like, once he threw the curse ball, he was way too focused on bringing out the gun when he could have just chilled, done a 6P, and then like he would have had meter and bullets. That's so berserk from Slash to just IDJH in. And thanks to that excellent performance, we'll be seeing Slash at Arc Revo 2023.